Now on Good Morning El Paso, breaking overnight, a large magnitude earthquake rocking central Italy. The latest details as the death toll continues to rise.
One person is in the hospital after a crash near downtown El Paso. Around the clock crew was there on the scene.
This is the most ideal, perfect, beautiful way of teaching.
Plus, our back-to-school coverage continues this morning. We take a look at a new way of teaching at one high school and how it will work with existing programs.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
And we begin with breaking news. An earthquake rocked central Italy, leaving dozens dead this morning.
Entire apartment buildings have crumbled as the aftershocks continue, and the death toll is still rising.
We will have the latest from Italy coming up, but first, a very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Floren. Good morning, everyone. So much to get to this morning, but first let's check in with Nicole Gomez, get a look at our forecast.
Yes, because so much was happening overnight, Nicole.
Absolutely. East El Paso, Lower Valley, Northeast El Paso. We all had storms move through overnight. Now most of the showers and thunderstorms are moving in an easterly direction, so we're much drier to start out your morning, and our temperatures are also comfortable. Notice around Van Horn, Sierra Blanca, we have some moderate rainfall, but most of the heavier stuff is towards the northeast. We still have a chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for today, El Paso, Las Cruces, but with that dry air in place, our rain chances don't look quite as good as they have been for the past few days. Temperatures will run slightly below average, the winds will not be an issue, and again, rain chances won't be as great as they have been. Coming up at 6:07 with your weather and traffic on the 7s, we have a look at your ABC7 WeatherNet sites, region temperatures. We'll also take a look at your bus stop forecast to get the kids ready for school today. That's all coming up.
Thanks so much. Now back to that breaking news from Italy. As of right now, the death toll is standing at 38. Authorities say the magnitude 6.2 quake was felt across much of central Italy, with the epicenter about 100 miles northeast of Rome. And this is a live look right now from Italy as search efforts are underway. Residents and rescue workers working together, trying to locate anyone who may have been trapped under this rubble. Dozens of people have already been rescued this morning. Our complete coverage of this breaking news will continue throughout Good Morning El Paso, and later we'll hear what the U.S. State Department is saying in response to all of this morning.
And now to round-the-clock coverage. One person is in the hospital this morning after a crash. It happened just before 4 a.m. on I-10 East near the Porfirio Diaz on-ramp. Take a look at the video new today. You can see a car flipped over a guardrail. Our crew noticed one person being taken away in an ambulance. Emergency crews have not told us that person's condition, and no word yet on what caused that crash.
Well, good morning, El Paso. You're back to school headquarters this week. In our last hour, we told you about the expansion of the New Tech Network in El Paso ISD. That project is a project-based learning model, and it debuted at Irvin and Franklin High Schools last year. But this year, New Tech is at their feeder schools in Brown and Canyon Hills Middle Schools. It's also at Bowie and Austin High.
One that I want to pinpoint is more responsibility.
Austin High School's Panther New Tech is partnering with the Sandra Day O'Connor Criminal Justice Public Service Academy, focusing on safety, fire, police, law, and public service in general.
The world we live in today is changing, and I think this is an opportunity for a school like that to show what trust, respect, responsibility means within the law and citizens' rights.
We are welcoming all students as long as they do have the passion for that law enforcement opportunity.
First-year English teacher Erica Ramos is excited about the potential New Tech is offering students.
We want these students to be able to be authentic and create authentic projects and create this change within the community, because these are students that are focusing on law enforcement and that are wanting to create these authentic changes within the community as well.
Ramos thinks changes will be led by students bringing their own real-life experiences to the classroom.
That they can collaborate and teach the other kids within their groups so that they can enhance the learning environments of all. Okay. Next one.
EPISD leaders hope Austin's program, like the others in EPISD, will change the district.
When we're looking at the skill sets that we're teaching in these programs, I can't see why it wouldn't grow. And I think it's fantastic because you can apply that to anything you do in life, really. So, I mean, if I could speculate, yes, I'd love for that to happen.
That's what we want and we need in this class, okay?
Lots of excitement this year, and then coming in 2017, 2 more middle schools that feed into Austin and Bowie.
And new this morning, for the first time, many students are exploring their interests and talent through music in school. At the El Paso School District, there's one department that helps make it possible for thousands of students. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas is live with the story new this morning. Hi, Denise.
Good morning. And this morning, some middle school students may be debating what instrument fits them best. And EPISD is ready to rent out the more than 12,000 instruments that it owns.
During the summer is where I need to make sure that all that equipment is up and up so that the beginning of the year, which is pretty much like right now, all the equipment is ready for them.
Mark Monago is a piano technician for EPISD and one of 6 who make up the instrument repair shop at the district. Again, they've been working on more than 12,000 instruments all summer long and throughout the year. The shop averages about 50 repairs a week. EPISD Fine Arts Director Michael Phillips says that students as young as 5th graders are given the opportunity to delve into music. He adds that's when parents can carefully consider the type of investment they want to make.
It's a tough question for parents, whether they buy or rent. And at some of the music stores, you can rent to own, and so some choose that feature, and some will rent from the district, just not knowing whether their student's going to stick with it, or they want to make sure they have that commitment from their student before they purchase one. So especially parents of our younger children.
And parents, you may like the sound of this. The EPISD rental fee for any instrument is $45 for the entire school year. And as mentioned, if you decide to buy, then Phillips say local music stores do have that rent-to-own option. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Denise. And that's a great thing to know, that it's inexpensive, because music is something that so many kids should be exposed to.
Yes, it should be affordable. Well, let's check in with Nicole right now. We don't have to pay her for the forecast, right?
Why not? How
You
about
already
you take
get
me to
paid.
lunch? I promised rain yesterday, and I brought it. How about lunch?
Okay.
All right, sounds like
I'll
a plan.
take you to lunch.
As we get the kids ready for school this morning, temperatures in El Paso were at 69. A little cooler in Las Cruces to start out, but will warm up by lunchtime at 85 degrees. And by the end of the school day, temperatures will be warmer today at 90. Our ABC 7 weather net site showing temperatures in Fabens at 70 degrees. Press Elementary School, we're at 69, and Loma Terrace 68 is currently where you're sitting if you live in that area. Doppler radar showing us it's dry this morning. Sierra Blanca, Hudspeth County. We're currently seeing some moderate showers move through, but most of the heaviest activity moving through Carlsbad, and it looks like it's headed towards the Texas panhandle. 69, that's the temperature right now. El Paso, Las Cruces 64, so again it is a little cooler in Las Cruces. But coming up in your full forecast, we'll talk about our rain chances for this afternoon and what you can expect for the weekend. That's coming up. Mauricio?
Well, good morning, Nicole. Traffic flowing well right now across El Paso. Not tracking any major delays. Notice all the traffic congestion that was going on I-10 West is clear now. Just a tiny bit of congestion up here on Trans Mountain, but other than that, things are looking good across the city. No closures going on either, so that's good. 67 miles per hour in both directions on I-10 is what we're looking at in Las Cruces. 61 miles per hour on average is what we're looking at as well on I-25, so no issues going on there. I could also tell you that Highway 70 east of Las Cruces will remain open throughout the day, so no issues going on there. Now, coming up at 6:17 for your weather and traffic on the 7s, I'll have a look at your west side drive times, plus a look at closures that will affect your commute later on throughout the day.
All right, thanks so much, Mauricio.
And keep it here, because we have more to come here on Good Morning El Paso.
Sentencing begins today for a former Fort Bliss soldier convicted of killing another soldier after the jury found him not guilty of murder yesterday.
And we continue our complete coverage from the devastating earthquake in Italy early this morning. What the U.S. State Department is now urging from American citizens in Italy. It is 6:08, and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary Floren, Stephanie Valle, and live reports from Denise Olivas.